Hello and welcome to another Aki's video and to a new Daily Race A on Gran Turismo 7. We are at Tsukuba and we are racing the shifter karts. And I am slightly late to the party. Once again, I tried this on Tuesday night for the first time and clearly was a lot of kart specialists doing this race because everyone was really fast and I was trying my best to hang on, but I had a great time, a lot of clean racing, and I did it in VR as well. This video is the highlights from 4 different races, and if you are enjoying the content, please feel free to hit the like and subscribe button. It is highly appreciated. Now let's jump into my first attempt on this race. So as already mentioned, this is Tuesday evening, and the first thing I noticed is that I don't really know any of these drivers, but I was about to find out that they are clearly good at driving these karts. So this might be the kart specialists, or it is my excuse for barely keeping up, at least in this first race. We are making our way around the first corner. I didn't do much warm-up before this race, so I will be finding out this combo as we go along. At least I know Tsukuba fairly well, and I only have to get used to the karts, which always takes a bit of time. But we are still surviving so far. We are down in P11, so almost last. Now we are coming into the third hairpin, and we are sneaking around the inside. There was left room for me there, so really some good racing. And in general, this was really good racing throughout the evening. So nice to see. Of course, SR is turned on, but still, it was just good to see people really having some fun. I decided to test my own version of having some fun as I accidentally run off the track, almost hitting the barrier. The kart behind me runs off as well and spins, and you can see now I am beginning to lose the group ahead. People are clearly up to speed. This is not Monday morning where I usually test out these races and when we are all just trying it out. Everyone seems to be up to speed, and I am struggling to keep up. I have caught up to the Swiss driver who made a mistake coming through that corner, so now we are gaining a position. We managed to stay clear of them. Can we stay ahead through this corner? No, they are coming back for a move on the inside. We've got a kart on the inside, but we are still ahead. You really need to keep an eye on the radar when you are in VR, because you can look over your shoulder as well, but no rear view mirror. But then again, karts don't have rear view mirrors, so extra points for realism. As we are approaching the hairpin up ahead, we can see we've got both the Spanish and French driver resetting back to track, so there has clearly been an incident and a big penalty for one of the drivers as well. We managed to clear them both, almost went into the back of the Swiss driver. We've got a kart on my inside, and we need to keep an eye on that as we are coming into this hairpin. We managed to stay ahead, and now we're coming through the penalty zone, so they will be serving the penalty behind us. And I am gaining on P6, but I am not going to go for a move into the final corner. This is my warm-up race. But then again, as we cross the line, I realized that we are on to the final lap now. So maybe I could have been a bit more aggressive. We just try to hang on to the Swiss driver, and we are also going to jump to the end of this race because they were starting to pull away slightly. This is my first race done. I am going to set a qualifying time for the next race. So we are jumping on to race number 2. We are starting in P8. I've only just managed to get into the 58s, and that is clearly not enough. Someone had a slow start there, so immediately gained a position. We are on the inside line. We are having a look over our shoulder there and coming into turn 1. I can just see the radar getting filled up with blue arrows. And we just need to keep it cool. Now we're coming into the hairpin, and I was struggling a bit to get this right. I can do it fairly okay in a road car, but just to get the right amount of rotation in the car, that took some getting used to. I am also going through that corner in the wrong gear. You can upshift to 4th as you go through that right-hander back there. I will learn that eventually. We had a slight bit of contact on the inside there, but all is good. We carry on. Now I decide to just bump grab the Brit ahead, as I don't want us to lose the leading group, but unfortunately we have got a total deja vu moment as we're coming into the final corner. I'm running slightly wide, the kart snaps on me as I try to correct it, and now we also grazed the wall there, and I clearly lost both a position, some speed. I've got some lovely dirty tires now as well, so I will struggle to get back up to speed. I'm under pressure from behind now as well. We're coming into the hairpin. I am staying towards the inside. Can I get the kart stopped? We have a slidey moment coming around that corner. We are still just hanging on to the position. I'm defending this one as well. Still just doing our best. Now we are coming up towards the third hairpin, and we've got the kart on our outside there. I am clearly running wide. That will open up for a cutback now. I've got a kart right next to me. I think I have to accept that I might have lost this position. We're coming up towards the final corner. Let's not run wide this time. We've got a kart on our inside there. We make it through. Now if we could just maybe catch up a little bit with the group ahead. We are on the outside of the lovely Subaru liveried kart driver there, and a slight bit of contact, but we both did our best to keep it clean around that corner. We probably should not be fighting as much, but we are gaining a bit on the group ahead. Now we are coming under the Dunlop bridge there, and we are going to jump ahead. We are at the start of lap 4, and now we are with a group of French drivers, and it's getting really close. We had someone doing a mistake in front of me. I had to decide where to go. We lost a bit of momentum there. Now we're coming up towards the hairpin, and let's just get the kart slowed down, seeking towards the apex. I am slowly starting to figure out how to drive this thing. I am on a controller, which is clearly easier when you're driving these karts. I'm not using any counter steer assist or any other stuff. I just left the ABS on default. I can see some of the fast times are using ABS off, but I just jumped in, used the normal settings I normally use. I didn't find it that difficult to drive, but I might need to fiddle around with these if I really want to push this. But I just want to have fun this Tuesday evening. We get the position there, and I actually managed to hang on to that position for a while. But now we have jumped to the final lap, and unfortunately I had made some mistakes, so I am under pressure now, and now I am going to get past. The driver behind me is getting a run on me. You can say I could have tried to defend this, but before I got to that decision it was too late. I've got a kart on my inside, and I have to accept finishing. Ooh, there was some contact there. I went into the back of them as they nearly spun, but I will finish this one in P8. We will get back into qualifying before the next race. We have improved a tiny bit more. We are starting in P4 in this race, and we are still starting on the inside line. So let's just see if we can keep that one. We are behind Matty 87 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, and they have a slight moment coming through turn 1 that ended up costing me a position as Stanky got past me as well. We're coming up towards the hairpin. Let's just get the kart slowed down. A bit of a slide on through the corner, and yeah, by the way, you can see my point of view ended up being slightly higher than you might have preferred, so it's not often you see that I am actually in a kart. You can see a glimpse of the kart now and then, but it almost looks like I'm floating above the track, but in a way it feels realistic enough, as I am a tall human being, so that would probably be my point of view sitting in a kart. We are still behind Stanky here, and now we've got the P4 having a moment. They continue turning right as the track straightens up, and now we are behind Matty 87 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, and we are closing in on them as well as we are going through turn 1. Let's see if we can keep up and hang on to our P4, almost having a moment there as well. We are getting around the hairpin. We are right on the back of Matty 87 11111. I lost track there. Anyway, almost got the position, but they managed to hang on to it. Now we are coming into the third hairpin, and unfortunately I'm going to cut the inside there and got an awful exit. Now you can see they are just running away. I really lost some momentum there. I think we are going to jump ahead slightly. Now you can see that Matty 87 1111111 runs into a series of mistakes, and here they are running off the track. We managed to just sneak around the inside there, and we got that position, so we are into the podium positions now, getting the kart slowed down, trying to hug the apex there and get a decent exit out of there. Now the question is, can I keep this position? Well, I could keep that position until I forgot which gear I was in. I thought I was in 6th gear, but I was in 5th gear, and I downshifted to 4th gear, and you can see I lost a lot of speed, came in way too narrow, jumped on the inside curb, and immediately lost 2 positions there. So that was my own fault. I just lost track of which gear I was in there. Now we are hanging on to P3 and P4. We are coming up towards the hairpin. It's really close racing, this one. Stanky has a penalty as well, so maybe we will get a position back there, and we are once again all over the back of Matty 87 1111111, and this is really good fun. And as already mentioned, everyone was really doing a good job, racing clean and fair, and I had a great time doing some online races, and this is where this game really shines, when you can just pick up the game and spend an hour, a couple of hours just having fun. But unfortunately I am running wide. I still do my usual mistakes, so I lost my position to Stanky there again. We are going to jump ahead in this one. I think we are jumping to, I cannot remember it, we are jumping to the start of lap 7 as I get a really good look at Heath Ledger, the Joker, on Stanky's helmet there. We are right behind them, and we are coming into the hairpin, and I'm trying to hug the inside, get a good exit, but Stanky still gets a better exit than me, and I'm still hanging on. But unfortunately this is turn 1 on the final lap. I mess it up completely. I almost run off the track, and you can see I lost a lot of time there. So in the end we finish in a P5, and now we are jumping onto the final race of the video. In this race I recognize 2 drivers, J-Dex and Vegas, who I know from the community and have met in races before. So we've got some familiar drivers in amongst all these kart specialists. I still refer to them as kart specialists because I really felt slow now and then compared to these drivers. Matty 87 1111111 managed to hang on to their P4, and we are just trying to hang on to our kart and not mess it up. We're going through this corner, upshifting before the corner, and now Matty just exits stage right there, so we are immediately up into P4, and you can see the drivers ahead, they are really fighting, and I am just trying to stay with them. They are really fast. We are jumping ahead, and just as we are about to start that 4, J-Dex runs wide onto the grass, and we managed to get that position as well. So now I am in the podium positions, and I just need to keep it cool and see if I can keep up with these 2 drivers. I remember that at least one of them had a qualifying time in the 57s, so they are clearly fast, and I just try to benefit from the slipstream, see if I can stay in it and stay with them. But I think we are about to jump to the end of the race, because not much else happened in this one. The leaders were slowly running away from me. I was slowly running away from P4, but I had a really fun time doing this race on that Tuesday evening. I really recommend you try this one as well. It is good fun. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye bye.